Okay, sorry, my mic was muted, but what's going on YouTube? Your boy GZTV back with another one. I know I'm kind of blocking my sign, but it's whatever. It's just a cool little backdrop, whatever. GZTV, back with another video. We have NBA recaps for Saturday, March 5th of NBA basketball, and it was absolutely exceptional. And after this, I'll probably grind 2K for a little bit. It probably won't be that long. I just want to get to like 60k XP and probably get off. There's not much, but we had 6 games, some pretty good games too. So let's just talk about them. Let's start with the Kings and Mavericks. One of the big storylines, the Mavs comeback. Mavericks overcome a 19-point deficit to beat the Kings by 1. Kings just cannot win a game, I guess. You know, if you look at the Kings, Sabonis put up 15 and 10, despite De'Aaron Fox putting up 44 points. No luck for the Kings. Harrison Barnes putting up 9 points is pitiful. I mean, can't really ask for much, I guess. But looking at the Mavericks side, 36 for Dinwiddie, taking over for Luka Doncic. He's doing a great job. Jalen Brunson, who I've always said is a very underrated player in the league, had 23. And off the bench, Josh Green had 12 and 12. Pretty good game for him as well. But yeah, Kings just folded under pressure. I mean, that's the way it is. Spurs and Hornets, is up next. Popovich is getting blue-balled out of the NBA record. He needs to win 2 of his last 18 games of the season. If he goes 1-17, that would be pretty bad. But if he wins 2 more games, he's going to be the winningest coach in NBA history. Hornets top the Spurs, leaving Popovich 1 short of NBA record, tying the record. I don't know why they said the record, but it was tying the record. But Keldon Johnson went off. I was watching him. He was getting very aggressive. He was getting in the paint. This is a game I actually watched quite a bit of. I did watch a little bit of Kings and Mavs, but this game I really paid attention to. Pretty entertaining game. 33 for Keldon Johnson. 25 and 10 for DeJounte Murray. That's almost an average performance up to this point. Looking at the other side, you had LaMelo Ball putting up 24 and Terry Rozier putting up 31. That was enough. The announcer was hyped the whole time. PJ Washington with like a buzzer beater layup at the end of the third. That seemed to hype the announcer up, of course. It's Eric Thomas, man. Man's got a jolt of energy every time he steps in the mic, speaks in the mic. But let's move on to Sixers and Heat. This was definitely an interesting one. Heat are just figuring stuff out. They're guarding Joel Embiid any way they can. They're guarding all the star players any way they can, and they're so good at it. Mainly it's Eric Spoelstra, the mastermind that led the Heatles to 2 titles. Was it 3? No, it was just it was 2. Heat topped the Sixers by 17. They moved 3 games ahead in the East race. So yeah, they're making some breathing room for being the best team in the East. Will they keep it? I don't know. Harden didn't play tonight, so I guess I gotta give him a break on that. DeAndre Jordan is on the Sixers. I had no idea, actually. But without Harden, all you really had was Embiid putting up 22 and 15. On the other side of things, Butler put up 21. And Tyler Hero put up 21 off the bench. Can we please start Tyler Hero? I don't know what's going on here. Gabe Vincent's starting over here. I guess it's cool to have a spark off the bench like Tyler Hero, but man, just start the guy. He puts up 20 points every single game. He's a big part of the Heat being the best team in the East right now. The Beast in the East, as we call it. And for the West, we call the best in the West. But I don't know. Maybe it just throws teams off guard when Tyler Hero comes off the bench. I'm not sure. Because he can absolutely torch any team's bench. Maybe that's why he's putting up so many points. But moving on to Magic and Grizzlies, absolute beatdown. Morant and Bane lead the Grizzlies to an easy win over the Magic. They won by 28. Not a good game at all. I didn't watch it, and there's probably a good reason. I pretty much focused on one game for each time frame. So I watched that 4 o'clock game. I watched a little bit of the 6 o'clock game. I picked a 7 o'clock game, which ended up being the Blazers and Timberwolves. And then I, of course, went to watch Warriors and Lakers. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. That was a legendary game. The Magic, all you have is Mo Wagner off the bench, the brother to Franz, putting up 17 and 11. That's about it. Grizzlies side, Bane putting up 24. Ja putting up 25, and again, that's about it. It's not a very entertaining game, but a game that the Grizzlies should have won anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Trailblazers and Timberwolves. I'm not gonna lie, the Timberwolves were in this game for a long time, and Drew Eubanks is actually a pretty good player. Timberwolves beat the Trailblazers by 14 for their fourth straight win. Timberwolves are on the rise. They're looking like a great team going into the playoffs. I mean, I love that they're in this position. It's one of my they're honestly one of my favorite teams in the West. I love Cat. I love D'Lo. Ant-Man has a great early career going on. They just have so many guys that can score too. But looking at the Blazers, Anthony Simons. I mean, without Dame Dalla on the court, this man is putting up 38 points. I mean, he is going off. Obviously, they lost, but he's a great replacement for Damian Lillard as of now. 12 and 14 for Watford off the bench, and Williams had 21. I don't know who those guys are, but 21 for Williams. Congrats. Looking at the Timberwolves side of things, you had Cat putting up 36 and 15. D'Lo putting up 14 and 15, and Nowell off the bench putting up 22. I think Malik Beasley actually got ejected from the game, so Nowell had to, Noel, however you say his last name, had to come out and give buckets, and he did just that. Last game of the night, we're talking about the Warriors Lakers. One of the best games I've witnessed live this year so far. Absolutely amazing. Back and forth. LeBron being an absolute freak of nature. 56 points. Talking to Stafford after the game. All those different things made it so legendary. Big dubs for LA right now. Obviously, you can't get too hyped. You're 28 and 35. We'll look at the standings after we talk about this game, but it's not looking good for the Lakers to make the playoffs. But I guess they can make the play-in like they did last year. For the Warriors, Otto Porter had 10 and 10. Curry had 30. He was making some tough baskets on the inside. Some tough threes, of course. We know that. Jordan Poole is playing pretty good for the Warriors recently. He had 23. But man, 56 and 10 for LeBron. And man, I got to give credit to Russell Westbrook because he had the best game he had in a while. He's shooting 9 for 17 and putting up 20 points is pretty unthinkable there. And if we look at all stats, I mean, how many turnovers did he have? Still had the most on the team. That's pretty characteristic of Westbrook. Big shots from guys like Melo off the bench. DJ Augustin didn't make a lot of buckets, but they were important. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. Absolutely legendary. We witnessed greatness with that one. Maybe that's a preview of a playoff matchup. I'd love to see a 7-game series between LeBron and Curry when it's not the finals. That would be nuts. That'd be even a higher stake. So we're looking at the Lakers here. They're 3 games in the play-in tournament. Think about this. The Pelicans, bro. The Pelicans are a game behind the Lakers. Portland is 3 games behind. San Antonio 4.5. Man, Lakers are only 3 games into the play-in tournament, which is wild. Let me look at my Celtics. Celtics are 3 games in the playoffs, so that's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch here in a little bit. Not too long, probably an hour and a half at most. I'm probably going to stream on Twitch every night, though, grinding 2K. Tomorrow, you're going to get a King Von review video. I didn't watch a movie tonight. I was going to, but nah. You're probably just going to get a King Von video and NBA recap and a stream. That's probably all you're going to get tomorrow. I don't know about Monday. Not really sure about it. Just expect an NBA recap every single night of spring break at least. I don't know if it's going to continue on through college because sometimes I don't really have time to do all that stuff. It's definitely going to continue. But if you guys don't see my face cam and stuff on Twitch, I don't really feel like setting it up right now. I'm probably just going to get on, talk through the mic. We'll have some hype streams, but not right now. I don't really have the energy. I'm crippled, by the way. I sprained my ankle. I haven't even told you guys that yet. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, been GZTV giving you guys the best basketball content at this point because football is over. And our main focus is the playoff push in the NBA. So once teams start getting eliminated and stuff and start clinching, it's going to get good. So you guys don't want to miss it. Click the noti bell. This is all just a lead up to the playoffs. I'm going to be doing playoff prediction videos before the postseason. My awards, my top 100 players. You know the gist. Yeah. I don't have that much else to say. If you guys are on spring break, enjoy. If not, if you already had spring break, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you haven't had spring break yet, just grind through. I mean, it's all worth it, if you have midterms for college or you have final assignments for